Welcome, everyone, to the Season 84 SHL Awards show. As Shawnee said, oh, as Shawnee said, what better way to kick off the new season than to look at the past? Because that's where all the good things have happened. Um, let's oh wait, with me, co-host Colonel Sanders. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I thought you were gonna ignore me for a second. Thank you, thank you.
Hey,
Happy to be here.
there's I got a lot of tabs open. I can't see anything. All right,
That's fair.
let's get the show on the road. First up, we have the Challenge Cup. As I'm sure everyone knows, SHL champions went to the Atlanta Infernos. Second back to back. Will they do the three-peat? Time will tell. Next up, we have the oh wait, Saunders, go ahead.
Yeah, we have the Matthias Schoenard Trophy for the Eastern Playoff Champions, and that will also be the Atlanta Inferno. Congratulations to them.
Shocker there. For the Cole Reinhardt Trophy, the Western Playoff champions, doing it for the third season in a row, I believe, is the Edmonton Blizzard.
And you know what's interesting about that, Toaster, is they were also the regular season champions, the President's Trophy winners, the Edmonton Blizzard. A nice consolation prize if you can't win the cup, I would say.
Yeah, if you can't get the real thing, at least you got the President's Trophy. Next up is the Sergei Kaprizov Trophy for regular season points leader. We saw it last season, just complete dominance from Soya Solberg, and we saw it once again. 144 points, 72 goals, 72 assists. The first ever 70-70 season that we've seen.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was a large topic of discussion in the awards when we were voting, and kind of surprised to see it, honestly.
Historic season from Foya Solberg. Congratulations.
Almost 2 points a game.
All right, and despite that impressive performance, could not quite top the goals leader of this season. The Jay McDonald winner is Emerick Gagne with 76 goals.
And a new record, beating the previous record by 10 goals set in season 68, which Foy also set a record, but Emmerich took the goals record there. The old Turd Ferguson trophy for most penalty minutes in the regular season goes to Ethan Cross of the Toronto North Stars with 86 penalty minutes. That's more than 2 per game. He was watching hockey more than he was playing hockey, it seems like.
Penalty box, best seat in the house, Toaster.
That's true. It's better inside the box than behind the box if you're watching.
Moving on to the Mike Honso Trophy for least goals allowed, we have the Chicago Syndicate duo of Elvar Gil-Galad and Florence Amelie McKenzie, letting in 169 goals throughout the season.
We've arrived for the first All-Star team we're going through. This is the third All-Star team. Your forwards are Violet Stoica from the Atlanta Inferno, Lyle Otterland IV from the Spectres, and James Howlett from the Dragons. On defense, you've got Journeyman from the Blizzard, Hodor, the new shot block leader from the Texas Renegades, and from Montreal, Song Jugong. Congrats to you five for being the third All-Star team.
All right, now moving on to the awards that we had several nominees for. The John McBride for Best Goaltender. Our nominees are Song Jugong from the Montreal Patriots, go Pats, with a goals against total of 181, a GAA of 3.39, 3 shutouts, and a .895 save percentage. We also have Florence Amelie McKenzie from the Chicago Syndicate, letting in 68 goals against, a GAA of 1.99, 4 shutouts, and a .917 save percentage. Last but not least, we have Base Pack from the Philadelphia Forge, letting in 131 goals, a GAA of 2.89, 5 shutouts, and an .896 save percentage. And our winner is Florence Amelie McKenzie. McKenzie led the way in nearly every metric despite a lower number of games played. It's hard to ignore the sheer dominance in statistics here. An incredible season wrapped up with a deserved McBride Award win. Congrats to Florence Amelie McKenzie.
In the awards, it was a pretty big discussion of them not being like as heavily played as some of the others, but even though they're split in the net, they still had complete dominance when they were in. Really hard to ignore those kind of statistics. Next award we got here is the Scott Stevens for Best Defenseman. 2 from Edmonton, you've got Dash Jackson, 7 goals, 74 assists, 108 blocks, 119 hits, and a giveaway takeaway ratio of 29-67. Next up is one of my favorite names, Jennifer Huh, also from Edmonton. 18 goals, 54 assists, 89 blocks, 86 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 27-58. And last but not least, Guaduardo Tentacles from Seattle. 16 goals, 66 assists, 123 blocks, 90 hits, giveaway takeaway of 20-59. All very impressive seasons there. And your winner for the Scott Stevens Best Defenseman is Guaduardo Tentacles. He was the class of the blue line in season 84. He led all SHL defensemen in points while also being in the top 10 for goals allowed, saves allowed per 60, along with an impressive 2.5-to-1 takeaway/giveaway ratio. Really just dominance all around on the ice there.
All right, we are now moving on to the best defensive defenseman, the Bojo Biscuit. We've got our first nominee in Carlo Koivunen from the Manhattan Rage. 153 blocks, 94 hits, a giveaway takeaway of 10-62, a giveaway per 60 of 2.9, and a SA per 60 of 26.6. Our next nominee is Troy McClure IV from the New England Wolfpack. 190 blocks, 131 hits, GATA ratio of 11-69, a GA per 60 of 3, and an SA per 60 of 27.8. Lastly, we have Holy Smokes, maybe one of my favorite names in the league, from Chicago, with 146 blocks, 96 hits, a GATA of 12-44, a GA per 60 of 2.2, and an SA per 60 of 26.2. And our Bojo Biscuit winner is Troy McClure IV. We got elite at hitting, blocking shots, and possessing the puck. Troy McClure IV was the go-to of all the defensive stalwart players in the league. No surprise why we see him running back-to-back biscuits. Congratulations, Troy.
It won both the defensive awards last year. Coming home with another biscuit this year. Will we ever see him fall off? I don't think so. Next up is the Jeff Dar for best two-way forward. First up is Yob Kove from Manhattan. 53 goals, 72 assists, 56 blocks, 81 hits, and a giveaway takeaway 92-76. Prince Marius from New England. 48 goals, 47 assists, 63 blocks, 131 hits, giveaway takeaway of 68-65. And Pino Switchbang from Seattle, 28 goals, 61 assists, 55 blocks, 156 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 86 to 59. And your winner for the Jeff Dar is Yelib Cove from Manhattan. Special this season on both ends of the rink. When you're producing at a top 5 pace and you are a very active defensive player too, it's very hard to pass up the contributions you give to the team, solidifying the Jeff Dar Award here.
All right, it's time to give a shout out to the Young Bucks here with our all-rookie team. At forward, we have Jordan Lafreniere from the Baltimore Platoon, Joe Primo from the New Orleans Spectres, No Cheddar from the San Francisco Pride, and then on defense, we have Paul Krugman of the Winnipeg Aurora, Balder Ulysses Soderberg Tremblay from the Denver Glacier Guardians. I almost said Golden Glaciers. Sorry about that. And our goalie, Cauliflower Pizza from the Atlanta Inferno. The championship winning Atlanta Inferno, I might add.
A goalie on the team that won the cup. Impressive. Speaking of our rookies, we've got the Ryan Jester Award for Best Rookie, Jordan Lafreniere from Baltimore, with 44 goals, 27 assists, 35 blocks, 74 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 100 to 49. Little high there, but you're a rookie playing against the best. It's going to happen. Phoenix Orion Soderberg Tremblay from Denver, 23 goals, 33 assists, 54 blocks, 100 hits, giveaway takeaway 93 to 30. And then River Yekaterina Volkolova from Chicago, 17 goals, 23 assists, 25 blocks, 56 hits, giveaway takeaway 72-35. And your winner for the Ryan Jester Best Rookie of the 84th season is Jordan Lafreniere. He was the top scoring rookie by a wide margin with good overall performance for a young player. Jordan was the definition of effective this season. The highest shot percentage and highest scoring with 44 goals is quite an accomplishment.
All right, next up we'll come to the Aiden Richin for Most Improved. We have Roman Ketchmanik II from Manhattan with a GAA of minus 1.34, save percentage added of .017, wins added 28, and plus 3 shutouts. That's interesting, the differential. I like that. Florence Amelie McKenzie from Chicago Syndicate, a GAA of minus .91, save percentage of plus .031, 13 additional wins and 4 additional shutouts. And lastly, we have Emerick Gagne from the Los Angeles Panthers. Added 39 goals and 23 assists to the season with a additional 21 power play points, 17 block shots, and a plus minus of plus 40 for an impressive season. Our winner of the Aiden Richin is Emerick Gagne. This one basically justifies itself. 27 to 76 goals, 24 to 47 assists, 51 to 123 points. He nearly tripled his goal output from the previous season to set the single season goals record. The Richin Award looks good on Gagne. Congratulations.
Just stacking up those awards there. Next up, we have the second All-Star team. Forwards, you have Shadow Phoenix from the Seattle Argonauts, Alexa Johansson from the Blizzard, award-winning Yelib Cove from the Manhattan Rage, and then defenseman, you've got Jennifer Huh from the Blizzard, Demir Bologna from the Patriots, and then wrapping it up with goalie Base Pack from the Philadelphia Forge.
All right, we're coming up on the Lance Uppercut for Best GM Duo. Love that award name. Our nominees are Nike and Noxu from the Chicago Syndicate, Skyerhawk from the Manhattan Rage, and E. Fisherman and Ote from the Seattle Argonauts. And our winner is the Chicago Syndicate. Nike and Noxu have allowed Chicago to remain a consistent rising performer for several seasons now, between retention of players, trades, drafting, and salary cap usage. Their strategy has been effective and looks to bear Challenge Cup fruit in the near future as they continue to compete at a high level. Congratulations to Nike and Noxu.
Next up, we have the Joel McKeel for Best Coach or Coaches. Your nominees are the Baltimore Platoon, Los Angeles Panthers, and the Manhattan Rage. All very impressive seasons, but there can only be one winner, and that is the Los Angeles Panthers coaching staff. Between the performance they put up this season and the leading Gagne to both the Riken and McDonald Award wins, the coaching staff here has put on an absolute clinic on how to make the most with what they have. Coming into the season, they were pretty low on the overall TPE rankings compared to everyone else, but finished strong, had an absolute dominant goal scorer. Much deserved award there.
All right, from GMs and coaches to everyday users, we've got the Damian Littleton for most dedicated. Our nominees are the Crisis Team of Patrick, Corey, and Glutes. Shawnee 148, a highly overrated player in my opinion, and and Scalpador. And our winner is the Crisis Team. With a name like that, how can you not win an award like this? The Crisis Team did amazing work, not only fixing the scheduling issues that we had as fast as possible, but not being able to lose any ground on the calendar is incredible. Congratulations and thank you for your hard work, Patrick, Corey, and Glutes.
And when that schedule came out and people were looking at playing the same team 11, 12 times, I think it was not looking good for having the season start on time. But these three really put their heads down and ground out, making us not get behind. Brings us to the first All-Star team. When you look around the league, not really surprising at who you're going to see here. Got a lot of award winners. Two forwards, both from the Blizzard, Freya and Sonia Solberg. Next up is Emmerich Gagne from the Panthers. Multiple award winners there. On defense, you have Squidward Tentacles, also an award winner, and a nominee for the defensive awards in Dash Jackson, also from the Blizzard. And your goalie wrapping it up is the McBride winning Florence Amelia McKenzie. Congrats, you five, on being the first All-Star team.
All right, now it's the big kahuna, the Raw in Mexico most valuable player. To start us off, we have Emmerich Gagne from New England with 76 goals, 47 assists, 86 blocks, not 88, 73 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 115 to 77. We also have Libkov from the Manhattan Rage, 53 goals, 72 assists, 56 blocks, 81 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 92 to 76. Last but certainly not least is the record-setting Freya Solberg from the Edmonton Blizzard with their historic season of 72 goals, 72 assists, 48 blocks, 71 hits, and a giveaway takeaway of 69 to 52. Congrats to all those nominees. Those are great stat lines right there, but there can only be one. And our Ron Mexico winner for this season is Freya Solberg. When you set the single season points record and bring home another Kropotsoff trophy, it's difficult not to look at you / Solberg continues to shine and may find herself one of the top forwards of the era. I think
Oh,
that is not very debatable at this point. Solberg has set quite the career for herself so far. What do you
yeah,
think,
I don't
Toasty?
think there's really a May there. I think they are finding themselves as one of the top forwards of the era. You've got second most goals in a season, most points, first ever 77 or 70 one of the first ever, I think it was like the fourth or fifth to ever happen, 60-60 last season. I don't know how you can't put Freud in one of the top forwards of the era. Next up, we got the Anton Razov for playoff MVP. Surprise, surprise, it is dominated by players from your cup-winning Atlanta Inferno. First up, Denibor Milisac with 2.88 goals allowed average, a save percentage of .908, and a impressive 16-3 record. Didn't even have enough losses to lose one series across all four. Al-Akar Pekkonen, a defenseman, had 5 goals, 10 assists. Bread and butter there comes from the 59 blocks and 28 hits with a giveaway takeaway ratio of 7-14. And wrapping up there with Violet Stoica, 18 goals, 15 assists, 17 blocks, 27 hits, giveaway takeaway of 24-22. And our winner for playoff MVP taking home the Anton Razov trophy is Denibor Milisac. Best save percentage and goals against average among starting goalies in the playoffs, carrying his team to a cup win, limiting an offensive powerhouse like Edmonton to somehow crazy low numbers in the finals. Don't think it's every day we see a goalie winning an award that anyone could win like that, but congratulations.
That just goes to show you that goalie TPE might matter.
Might.
All right, last but not least, we have the Sarmad Khan for Players MVP. Lot of Blizzard there, as you can see. Our nominees are Alexa Johansson from Edmonton, Emmerich Gagne from Los Angeles, and Froya Solberg, also from Edmonton. And our winner of the Players MVP is Froya Solberg. The league has spoken, and I think that's +1 TPE for this guy. And with that, that brings us to the end of our SHL Season 84 awards. Congrats to all the winners.
Brings us to the end. Gonna take a quick break here, and then we'll be right back at it with the SMJHL Awards. Welcome back, everyone. Kind of a long intermission there. Had to work some things out, but we're back. Going to be starting here with the Season 84 SMJHL Awards. And back with me is Colonel Saunders.
Let's do it. Happy to do the awards for the Superior League.
Yeah, I don't know whose idea it was to get two JGMs running the award show. Direct all complaints to my DMs where I will respond with a shrug.
So much bias is about to happen.
All right, first up, what do we got here? The 4-Star Cup SMJHL champions. Rightfully so, absolute dominant season. The Quebec City Citadels took home the 4-Star Cup, beating the Scarecrows in a 4-1 series.
All right, and no surprise here, the Lena Langvik Trophy for the North Playoff champions are the Quebec City Citadels. Again, rightfully so.
On the other side, you've got the King Kerweski Gauntlet for the South Playoff champions was the Scarecrows from St. Louis for the third straight season.
The South is rigged. You heard it here first. Can't get past St. Louis. Anyhow, the Lurifer Trophy for the best regular season in the SMJHL goes once again to the Quebec City Citadels. Overall, just a very dominant season. Like you said, Toaster, deservedly so. Ramen and Gwen are absolute beauties when it comes to running their team. They do it almost to perfection, and it's no wonder why Quebec City is such a successful franchise.
They had 46 wins, 16 losses, 4 overtime losses for 96 points, just shy of 100. Getting here into the individual awards, the Jared Hansen Trophy, regular season point leader, goes to Chinwike H.I. Valentine Okoli. Quite the mouthful. He had 105 points.
And on to the Roberto Martucci Trophy for regular season goal leader is once again Chinweke H.I. Valentine Okoli with 63 goals. Of that, what does that leave? 42 assists for that 105 total? I was in
Yeah,
school once. I know math, vaguely.
42, yeah.
All right,
Beat
perfect.
the next closest out by 10 points and 5 goals, and those 63 goals set a single season record.
In the league or for St. Louis?
Both,
Wow.
obviously. But let's
Congratulations.
see. I had it pulled up here and I just lost it. Just like
Uh,
my mind. I had
that's
it.
all right.
And
I think we're moving on over. The
now it's gone.
South is overrated. We're on
It's
to the
overrated. Moving on to
Ronan O'Keefe
celebrate
Trophy.
celebrate those cup winners. The Ronan O'Keefe Trophy for playoff point leader. Leon L. Messent had 38 points in their playoff run to the cup. Just complete dominance. Don't know exactly how many games they played there in the playoffs, but regardless, 38 points is insane.
Quebec City played 18 games in the playoffs.
18 games. That's more than 2 points per game, I believe, if my quick math serves me
Yep, that
right.
breaks down to 15 goals and 23 assists for El Messent. A truly dominant run on a very dominant team. Almost every player was point per game. All right, moving on over to the Matt Lewis Flood Trophy for best regular season save percentage is KJ Daniels and Jose Brodeur with a combined .8934% for the Thunder Bay Walleye. Something you really love to see. The Walleye have been a bit downtrodden the past couple seasons and really rose up the ranks this year. So it's really nice to see those two get their flowers for an incredible season despite not quite making it all the way.
Now, to celebrate a user rather than a player, we got the Elias Armia Trophy, the Commissioner's Award in Excellence. That goes to none other than Shawnee. Another charity auction has come and gone, and we saw a lot of amazing people do amazing things to raise a good amount of money for charity. Words cannot begin to describe how thankful we are for Shawnee stepping up and running this event on behalf of the head office. With resources spread thin, tackling a variety of issues, Shawnee was able to run an incredibly successful charity event and help this community do a ton of good. Shawnee's also a driving force behind the events team as well, keeping things running as smoothly as possible. The key word there, while making sure we have all the standard affairs like the draft and award show we know and love. Without Shawnee's passion and dedication, things might not have been running nearly as smoothly as they are around here. And on behalf of myself, Reno, and Schwartz, we want to honor him with this award. From Reno.
Congratulations to Shawnee. He does a lot of hard work for the league, including this award show that's happening right now. The charity drive was an absolutely monumental effort. I was just, as a bystander, I watched in awe as Shawnee almost effortlessly, it seemed, maintained the whole thing, and it was very successful. So congratulations, Shawnee, and thank you for your hard work. And now we'll head over to the Nor Harak Award for top GMs. No surprise here in the nominees. We have Ramanaman and Revanchulet from the Quebec City Citadels. We've got Kari and G Hams from the Carolina Kraken. And Yosh and Troy McClure for the Thunder Bay Walleye. All great GM duos, but we may only have one winner, and that winner is Yosh and Troy from Thunder Bay. And this is such an impressive turnaround. I really can't express this enough. I've got it up here. Season 83, Thunder Bay was in 13th place with 25 wins and 56 points on the season. Up into season 84, they jumped up to third place. They had one of the most dramatic rises of any team in the J, tacking on 42 wins and 89 points in season 84. So really just a tremendous effort. They drafted really well. They have developed their players very well, and it panned out a tenfold in this past season. So it's really impressive effort, and congratulations to Yosh and Troy.
Impressive just sticking through their downtrodden years, keeping everyone active, keeping everyone earning that TPE. Impressive drafts. Well deserved award here. Next up, we have the Zach Miller, most dedicated user. Two people on here that absolutely deserve it, and one that does not. The two that deserve it, you've got Sheriff Cute Story, 78. He's everywhere you look in this league. He's in the J head office, I believe, on the awards team, always helping out. Other one that deserves it, the Evil is back. Big stepping up on the Dream Team. Just recently taken over the Detroit Falcons, a nice little rivalry we'll have there. Taking one of my respected St. Louis players away. That's all right. And then Toaster. I don't know why I'm on there, to be honest, but I appreciate it.
You are a previous Zach Miller winner, are you not? Or at least
I am.
nominee. Yeah.
I think this is a second nominee, third. I don't know. I won it once.
Why you hogging the glory, man?
I don't know. Honestly, couldn't tell you. But definitely deserved for Charth and the Evil is back to be on there. And your winner for the Zach Miller most dedicated user is Charth Cute Story 78. We love him. He was one of my favorite scouting conversations back when he was a rookie. Two seasons ago. Just impressive. Impressive how much he's dove into the league, gotten involved, and I love just seeing everything he's doing.
Yeah, if we have a second, I actually have a very personal connection to Sheriff Cute Story. I guess not super personal, but when he was but a rookie. He signed up to GM for WJC, and he managed to pair up with my bum ass in Ratvia. And he did, when I tell you I got busy, and he did most of the work. And he dove headfirst. Did a lot of the drafting for me. It was very, very helpful of him. And Raffia didn't really perform well that year, but he was he was first rate, honestly, as a co-GM. And after that, I saw him just dive in with his involvement, like you said, JHO, and has been just a star user since joining. And as a rookie, that's very, very impressive. And so I'm glad to see him get his flowers and win the Zach Miller. I'm a big Sheriff Cute Story fan, and I will be for a long time.
I don't know how anyone couldn't.
All right, moving on to the Jack Cross for most underrated. We've got several good deserving users here. We've got from my own Nevada Battleborn, Oscar Svengard, Blue Dog 25123. We have from Toasters St. Louis Scarecrows, Swiffer Sweeper, Matt Blue. Another one here for Sheriff Cute Story, Gary Winters of Newfoundland. Lorenzian, user Lorenzian of Anchorage. Matthew Murdoch, Pixel Nick 13 from QCC. Quick sidebar: I love how many Marvel names show up in these new player names. I'm a big fan of that. Matthew Murdoch is, of course, Daredevil, for those who don't know.
Keep
And
coming. We love them.
correct. Last but not least, we have Lava Lemur, Captain SB of the Carolina Kraken. And our winner is Matthew Murdoch, Pixelnick 13. They had this to say about Matthew Murdoch. On the ice, Murdoch was the best defensive forward in the SMJHL, ranking in the 97th percentile in shots allowed per game. He led QCC's defensive effort and jumped in on the penalty kill unit when it mattered most. Despite playing third line minutes on a strong team, Murdoch was in the top 20% of the league in hits and forced 41 takeaways with only 48 giveaways, putting him in the 92nd percentile for puck safety in a league where forwards constantly give up the puck. With only 20 penalty minutes all season, Murdoch was also among the league's cleanest players, which only grows more impressive with his high hit total. He may have fallen 1 point shy of a point per game, but don't let that fool you. Matthew Murdoch is a cornerstone of QCC and a major player in their Larrifer winning season. Off the ice, Nick has been a phenomenal locker room presence for a long time in QCC. A constant presence in game day chats and music discussions, he can also be found welcoming new players into the locker room and teaching our UDFAs how we celebrate as a team. As one of the team's official scorekeepers, Nick tracks every box score to help showcase our results and keep those who missed the stream up to date on the season. His work goes beyond the measly staff pay we give him and is just one of many reasons he's the league's most underrated player. Sounds like he does a lot over there for QCC and is yet another cornerstone in a long lineage of cornerstones for the Quebec City Citadels. So congratulations, Pixelnick / Matthew Murdoch, on your award.
Sounds like a very well-deserved
Mm-hmm.
Jack Cross winner there. Next is the Alex Light for most improved. Interesting seeing a Scarecrow on there after they've been dominant for so long. The two Tampa Bay Walleye players there, we all saw that coming. It's great to see them have the resurgence that they did. Thunder Bay, whatever. Chinrike H.I. Valentino Colli from St. Louis had a season ago 44 goals, 29 assists for 73 points. This past season, he had 63 goals, 42 assists for that league leading 105 points. Next is Silver Tarandis from the Walleye, had 13 goals, 21 assists, 34 points a season ago, nearly tripling those categories this season to 36 goals, 55 assists, and 91 points. Last but not least, Dana Catherine Selly with 13 goals, 25 assists, 38 points. this season had 36 goals, 40 assists for 76 points. Way just tracks with the resurgence they have had. And your winner for the Alex Light is Silver Tyrannus. And looking at the votes here, by an absolute landslide, Silver Tyrannus had the most votes, obviously, winning there, but pretty much as many points as everyone else had combined. For the win, Silver Tyrannus, much deserved. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, I mean, almost a 60-point increase is seriously impressive. Obviously, the other two users bumped up their totals quite a bit as well, but that is just a momentous, sorry, occasion for Silver Tyrannus. And not changing, looking at the index here, was on the second line last season and this season, so not an increase in ice time as far as I can tell. Maybe on the back end things might have changed, but with similar usage, being able to bump up that offense to that degree is impressive and certainly worthy of the Alex Light. Heading on over from serious offense to serious defense, we have the Brandon Holmes for top defensive forward. Our nominees are Luka Lilja of the Nevada Battleborn, putting up 95 hits, 30 shot blocks, 66 points, and a 1.11 takeaway giveaway ratio. Next, we have our Ethan Cross winner, Matthew Murdoch from QCC. 187 hits. Wow. 36 shot blocks, 65 points, and a 0.85 takeaway to giveaway ratio. Last but not least, we have Dana Catherine Selly from the Tampa Bay Walleye. Whoa, I did it too.
Hey, you did it too. I got you on it.
Thunder Bay Walleye, with 166 hits, 84 blocks, 76 points, and a 0.51 takeaway giveaway ratio. Very nice. Sorry for correcting you earlier on the Tampa Bay Thunder Bay thing, Toaster. Now that I've done it, our winner for the Brandon Holmes
Happens
is
to all of us.
Dana Catherine Selly. Congratulations. That is a lot of Thunder Bay on the awards today. Well deserved. Just a team, like I said earlier, a team that's seriously kicked it into high gear this season, especially compared to last.
Next up, going from those defensive forwards to the top defenders for the Quilagante, you have Smokin' Jay Cutler from St. Louis. 1.85 takeaways per giveaway, 121 hits, 197 shot blocks, and a plus minus of positive 60. Nice and easy Penelope from the Walleye with a 0.98 takeaway per giveaway ratio, 193 hits, 170 blocks, 24 plus minus. And Quentin Hennessy from Vancouver with 1.28 takeaways per giveaway, 157 hits, 187 shot blocks, and a plus 5. A lot of shot blocks and hits there. Am not jealous of them. They must be very sore.
A lot of ice
And
baths after game day.
a lot of ice baths. And painkillers and anything else. Covered in bruises, I'm sure. But your winner for top defender is Smokin' Jay Cutler from St. Louis. And this is where we would have the second team all-stars listed. Technical difficulties there. Similar to having two JGMs run the award show, you can direct all complaints to my DMs where I will respond with a shrug. I don't know what happened. It's fine. We don't need it. Second, SMJ All-Star. You have forward Celine Devine from QCC. Yours truly, Toivo Jokinen from St. Louis. And my personal favorite, J name, Brain Fluid Explosion from the San Diego title. On defense, you have Paul Mistanet from St. Louis and Penelope from the Walleye, topped off with goalkeeper Tyler Bodega from the Great Falls Grizzlies. And that is your second team SMJ All-Stars.
Our Alexis Metzler nominees for top defensive defender is Robbie Gardner of the Nevada Battleborn with a 1.49 takeaway giveaway ratio, 137 hits, 151 blocks, and a plus 34 plus minus. We have Smokin' Jay Cutler of the Scarecrows with 1.85 takeaway giveaway ratio, 121 hits, 197 blocks, and plus 60 plus minus. Penelope of the mononymous Penelope of the Thunder Bay Walleye with a .98 takeaway giveaway ratio, 193 hits, 170 blocks, and a plus 24 plus minus. This list is looking a little familiar, Toaster?
A little familiar. I feel like we've seen these names on here before.
And
Maybe not for this award, but we've definitely.
Last but not least, we have Quentin Hennessy of the Vancouver Whalers with a 1.28 takeaway giveaway, 157 hits, 187 blocks, and a plus 5 plus minus. And our winner of that is once again Smokin' Jay Cutler. Seems like a really, really good defensive player and probably a crux of your blue line over in St. Louis, Toaster?
He sure was, and he was a fellow member of our draft class, so he will sorely be missed um, next season. But he's been an absolute beast on the blue line for us for his whole 4 seasons, topped off by winning. I think this is the back-to-back Metzler for him, on top of the Quilla Award there.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I think we've seen more than one S82 on the awards today. So
Representing.
congratulations to them. And yeah, it looks like the rest of the SHL is going to have some competition when the S82s come up for their rookie season in season 85.
Next, we have the Cedric Robinson for top goalie. From Carolina Kraken, we have Johnny Hockey. Love the name there. With a .894 save percentage, 3.14 goals against average, and a 15.39 goals saved above average. Next is Tyler Bodega, winning some award on the second All-Star team there. Gets the mention here from the Great Fall Grizzlies with a .893 save percentage, 3.56 goals against average, and 21.42 goals saved above average. Topping it off with KJ Daniels from the Walleye, .889 save percentage, 3.59 goals against average, and 15.39 goals saved above average. And your winner for the Cedric Robinson top goalie of the S84 SMJHL season is Tyler Bodega. There's been quite the loud crowd for justice for Bodega these past couple seasons, and they finally get to see him up there.
And Great Falls is another team who has made pretty big strides in the last couple of seasons. Unfortunately, they've fallen off a bit in season 84, but like you said, nonetheless, they have been backstopped by a great goalie in Bodega, and it's nice to finally see him winning his Cedric Robinson. Moving on to the Asa and Rikainen for top rookie, we have Rat King of the Carolina Kraken with 19 goals, 25 assists for a total of 44 points, 133 hits, and a .80 takeaway giveaway ratio. Uh, Amelia Skovgaard of QCC with 9 goals, 33 assists for 42 points, 124 hits, and a 1.60 takeaway giveaway. And lastly, we have Franklin Scamps of the San Diego Title. 16 goals, 32 assists for 48 points with 107 hits and a .70 takeaway giveaway. I myself recognize a couple of those names from the ISFL, but this is not that league, so we will move on over to our top rookie. Our winner is QCC's Amelia Skovgaard. Congratulations on your Rookie of the Year. Looks like they have a bright present and a bright future with not only the league championship but also the best rookie of the season.
Yeah, the QCC might take a step back here for a season or two while they reload, but before Amelia's 10 years over, I'd imagine they'll be right back there at the top, continuing the dominance they've had here. Feel here, same as before, don't know what happened. Direct the complaints to the inbox. I'll shrug, don't know. First team, SMJ All-Stars. You have forwards, Chinwiki HI, Valentine Okoli from St. Louis. Your most improved, Silver Tarandis from the Walleye. And I wish there was somebody else here to pronounce this name for me, but we do not have somebody. The Kermfrosker Rasglurfirin from St. Louis to round out the top 3 forwards.
I think you nailed that one.
Something happened. Might be right, might be wrong, who knows? Defenders, you've got your double award-winning Smokin' Jay Cutler from St. Louis and Evil Jordan Humphrey from Colorado. And that first team All-Star is backstopped by Johnny Hockey of Anchorage.
All right, heading on to the Aideen Fala for most valuable player. We've got Colleen Devine of QCC, 57 goals, 37 assists for a 90-point total with a plus 57 plus minus. Impressive there. Our next nominee is Chinwike HI Valentine Okoli of the St. Louis Scarecrows, all over the award nominations today, with 63 goals, 42 assists for a triple-digit season of 105 points and a 44 plus minus. Smokin' Jay Cutler of St. Louis as well, with a 1.85 takeaway giveaway ratio, 121 hits, a plus 60 plus minus, and 197 shots blocked. Last but not least, Silver Tarandis of the Thunder Bay Walleye with 36 goals, 55 assists for 91 points and a 23 plus minus. Now that is great company to keep. Those are all very highly touted players whose names we've seen all throughout the presentation today. So it is very well deserved, and we will see. Our Season 84 most valuable player is
Pretty much who gets a second trophy here.
Chinwike HI Valentine Okoli. Congratulations. Just seems like an absolute dominant season for a team that has been quite dominant the past few seasons, I might say, as somebody who has been affected by that dominance.
It was impressive just seeing what he could do from, believe it or not, the third line. 63 goals, 42 assists, 105 points from the third line. Very good ID and Fala season there.
That's the kind of thing you need in the SMJHL is depth players who win multiple awards.
All right. Getting close to the end here. We got the Brodeen Witzel for playoff MVP. Starting off here. Seeing a lot of people from the same team here, as expected with their dominant run through the playoffs.
That is a lot of owls, can confirm.
A lot of owls. Leon L. Messent with 15 goals, 23 assists, 38 points, 30 plus minus. Lurtz Macor from QCC. These are all from QCC. Don't know why I had to specify that. Their goalie, 0.899 save percentage, 2.9 goals against average, with 420 saves in 18 games. Chubby Barista had a 1.8 takeaway giveaway ratio, 43 hits, 46 blocks, and 27 plus minus. This last name on here, I had a lot of help saying that name last season. Don't know if we have anyone who can help me pronounce that here this season.
God damn it, Toaster. Are you not? Are you still not able to say Setastieriko's name?
I'm not. Give it to us, Shawnee.
And the last nominee is his text is not bolded because his name is so goddamn long. It's Setastierikos Goslaveshnali Miuketkov from Quebec City.
Thank you, Shawnee. That name had 14 goals, 20 assists, 34 points for a positive plus 21. Even though
Thank you,
his
Shawnee. That
name,
was. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Swister.
yeah,
Step on your
even
line.
though his name is in such small font here, he clearly had a big impact on the team.
I was gonna say that is a beautiful rendition, Johnny, of whatever the hell that is.
Kept the streak alive last season, didn't have to say it, and thankfully got to keep that going because I don't know how to pronounce that, and I don't think I ever will. Anyway, your winner for the Brody Witzel playoff MVP is Leon L. Messent with his 38 points in 18 games. I don't know how you do that, but it is rather impressive.
Just a ridiculous playoff run, and it's no surprise that playoff MVP consists of entirely QCC players who won the cup. Just blew through each round and particularly didn't make it look hard. It was just an impressive performance from start to end, and somebody had to win it. So it's going to be the person who, as Toaster said earlier, averaged over 2 points per playoff game.
I don't even think the votes were close on that one. It was a pretty clear-cut winner.
Impressive effort. And last but not least, we have our Raymond Lindsay for the Players MVP. Our nominees are as follows: Chinwike H.I. Valentine Okoli of the St. Louis Scarecrows, with their 63 goal, 42 assist, 105 point season, adding on a plus 44 plus minus. Silver Trandis of the Thunder Bay Walleye, with a 1.85 takeaway giveaway, 121 hits, plus 60 plus minus, and 197 blocks. And finally, rounding out the list, we have Smokin' Jay Cutler, also of the Scarecrows, with 36 goals, 55 assists, 91 points, and a plus 23 plus minus. 3 players who have been all over the nominations tonight. It's really anybody's award. Toaster, you have something to add on that?
Yeah, I think when I go to bed tonight, I'm still going to be seeing the stats from these players. They've been just all over.
I will be seeing that Scarecrow who is staring into my soul and will surely haunt my dreams tonight.
What about that walleye? You've seen them a bunch too.
He looks friendlier, less menacing.
Less menacing.
Plus, I like purple.
I agree.
Anyhow,
Purple's a great color.
can confirm. Our Raymond Lindsay winner for the Players MVP of the SMJHL will be Chinwike H.I. Valentino Coley. Just has had a phenomenal night and will surely need a bigger trophy case after tonight.
And I believe that wraps up the SMJHL Awards. Was great to be on here, Saunders.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I had a great time. This was my first hosting role in this league, and it terrified me, but we got it done. And I
That feeling doesn't go away. I assure you that. Plenty of J tonights. The second time on the awards, and yeah, still nervous. Still sweating.
Let's do it again next season, eh, Toaster?
Yeah, we'll see if Shawnee invites us back.
That's true. It is subject to his approval. Anyhow, those were our awards. I hope you enjoyed Toaster and I's banter. I hope you had a great time. I did. Congratulations to all of our awards winners, and good luck in season 85. Thank you, SHL.
Congrats to the winners. All the record-setting seasons. Had quite a few up in the SHL between points records, goal records. Alexa with winger points records. You've got Chinwike with goal records here. Record-setting season. Congrats to all the winners. Thank you for listening.